Good morning, everyone. Let's begin. First, good job on our last project. We secure record funding and receive excellent public feedback. Let's keep that momentum ongoing. Also, thank you as well for making time during this busy study week. Let me ask you guys something. When you guys walking here today, what do you guys notice? The beautiful UCAN scenery or the thoughts of people's head? This is what I call the UCAN zombie walking. Students just walking into posts, ignoring friends, and losing sleep, all because of screens. This is a silent epidemic of screen fatigue at UKN, and as the CHROMA Club, it's our responsibility to address it. Our goal by the end of this hour is to agree on one concrete final solutions to present to the university and administration. Let's start with health and safety. Aiman, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Winkle. My proposal focuses on digital eye strain as students and lecturers spend long hours on laptops, smartboards, and mobile devices. They are suffering from blurred vision and headaches because of bad lighting. Solution is smart lighting system. This auto adjusts to reduce blue light and optimize brightness. It is an environment level solution that requires zero effort from students.
Okay, thank you, Aiman. I see the value in protecting our eyes. However, I have to jump in here. Smart lighting is a great idea, but isn't is a bit passive. Even if we have the perfect lighting, a student is still sitting in a chair for 6 hours straight. The light doesn't stop the back pain. Mm.
Yeah, I agree with Bing Hui actually. So good lightning definitely helps, but it doesn't change a student behavior. Students still can spending hours staring at a screen or gaming until 4 a.m. That lacks of sleep leads to eye strain, poor posture, and mental fatigue the next day. So while smart lighting improve the environment, it doesn't address the root cause where how students manage their screen time and daily habits. So that's why I believe that we need more solution that encourage healthier behavior, not just comfortable setting. So here the real issue is sleep disruption, not just eye strain. Many students stay online late at night, gaming, scrolling, or streaming, which affect their health and focus. So my proposal is digital curfew system, where campus Wi-Fi blocks non-academic site from 12 a.m. maybe to 6 a.m. So this isn't mean a punishment, but as a structural push toward a better sleep habits, academic platform would be still accessible, so learning isn't disrupted. So by reducing late night digital distraction, we address the root cause rather than just the symptom.
I have to stop you there. Even with good intentions, this approach is still far too restrictive for a university setting. University students are adults, and policies like this risk crossing the line from guidance into control. When you impose a blanket curfew, it removes personal responsibility from the equation. Instead of helping students develop healthy and digital habits, it teaches them the behavior is only regulated when access is taken away. That doesn't build long-term discipline or awareness. From a social perspective, treating all students the same ignores individual differences into studying patterns, commitments, and personal autonomy. What works as a rule may not work as a solution. If the policy feels enforced rather than supportive, students are likely to disengage rather than reflect on their behavior.
Exactly. Plus, it's technically weak. If you cut the Wi-Fi, students will just switch to their personal 5G data. You have you haven't solved the addiction. You just made them use their own money.
Yeah, okay, valid point. The curfew is well intentioned once, but as Imran and Elham point out, it might be too authoritarian for a university setting and easy to bypass. We need something like maybe that encourages healthy habits, not just restriction. Okay, let's look at the physical reality. My proposal is the movement break policy and active campus zones. Let's honestly confront the harsh physical reality of our campus life. From the moment a student wakes up, they are trapped in a cycling cycle of stagnations where they sit for 2 hour lectures, move to the library to sit for assignment, and then sit in the cafe for eating, creating a sedentary epidemic where movement is practically non-existent. This lifestyle is driving a silent health crisis characterized by a massive spike in fat neck, chronic lower back pain, and muscle stiffness, which is not just a health issue, but a productivity disaster because research confirmed that physical stagnation leads directly to mental stagnation. You simply cannot think clearly, innovate, or solve complex problems when your body is in pain and your brain is starved of oxygen. To fundamentally resolve this, I propose the movement break policy and active campus zones, starting with the mandatory 45 to 2 rule, a university-wide standard when every 45 minutes of lecture or maybe lab require a strict 2 minutes movement break, not for checking phone or going to the bathroom, but for the lecturer to pause the class so everyone can stand, stretch, and reset their posture, acting as a system robot that oxygenate our brain and eliminate the mid-class fatigue. Furthermore, we will transform the physical environment through active Zoom by retrofitting maybe around 20% of the library with standing desk to allow students to engage their core and release spinal pressure while studying. And by marking out designated by marking out is like by marking out working path around faculty to encourage working meetings, ensuring that we finally stop treating students like stationary statues and start trending them like the dynamic living thinkers that they are. Yes.
Simply, I respect the health aspect. But imagine a lecturer in the middle of a complex theory and suddenly an alarm goes off for a stretch break. It disrupts the professional flow and teaching quality and may reduce focus and credibility in an academic setting where continuity and concentration are critical.
I anticipate that concern I might, but research actually show the opposite. After 45 minutes, attention spans crash. A 3 minute, a 2 minute reset actually improve the teaching quality because students come back focused with oxygenated blood in their brains. It's not a disruption, it's a productivity booster.
Okay, I admit the physical health part is good, but Minghui, jumping jack doesn't solve the social disconnection caused by phone. People can be fit but still lonely and addicted to screen.
Okay, so that's exactly my domain. Beyond physical fatigue, we're seeing a serious decline in face-to-face communication skills. Students struggle to speak up, network, and approach lecturers. Excessive screen use has replaced real human interaction. So, my solution is campus social engagement programs, but not just events for fun. These are structured interaction platforms. For example, Meet Your Faculty Weeks, where students must engage in small group discussion, peer mentoring system that pairs seniors with juniors for academic and social guidance, and club showcase session designed around conversation-based activities rather than performance. So, from a publicity and social relation perspective, this matters because communication skills are employability skills. These programs don't just reduce screen time, they build confidence, inter interpersonal skills, and a sense of campus belonging. In short, we're fixing that screen. We are we're fixing what screen are silently eroding real human connections.
Okay, Imran. Social events are fun, but what about the student who wants to study alone? the ones sitting in the library, trying to focus, but they can't stop scrolling TikTok. The social party doesn't help them to focus.
Yeah, there is a critical gap with the physical solution and social solution, but we are missing the piece that helps the individual student manage their own digital habits while studying. Elhan, take the floor.
Okay. We have argue about lighting, curfew, movement, and social events, but we are missing the core problem: habit formation. You can just tell an addict to stop. You have to give them a system. Okay. My proposal is the Digital Balance Hub. It is a holistic ecosystem consisting of three pillars. First, focus spots. They are soundproof boot for deep work, but there is a catch. To enter and activate the light, you must lock your phone in a secure dock outside the pod. It physically separates the student from the distraction. Second, digital habit clinic. Professional support for students struggling with severe digital dependency. And finally, the mindful tech reward. We gamify the experience. Students earn points for every hour they stay offline, which they can redeem for campus food and merchandise. We make disconnecting rewarding, not painful.
Yeah, good. I actually really like this one. So you know how I really push for the digital curfew because I want to force them to off screen at the night, but the student hate the idea of the restriction. So this focus spot really achieved exactly what I wanted, whether it guarantee time away from screen, but it empowers the student because it is a choice, not a punishment. It solves the sleep and focus issue without being authoritarian.
I agree, and Minkle, this connects perfectly with your proposal. The rewards app is the bridge. We can program the app to give extra points for visiting the active zones or completing the 45 minutes with one challenges you mentioned. It solves my worry about teaching flow because the app might nudge them to move outside of class hours too. It ties everything together now.
Yeah, exactly. It take the physical health aspect of my policy, the focal aspect of Muat's policy, and wrap it in a system that Imran can market to the student. It doesn't just block the phone. It's built a better lifestyle. I think we have found our winner. That's all. And then we have found the middle ground. The digital balance hub is the most holistic solution. It addresses the additions directly, unlike the line, is voluntary, unlike the curfew, and it can integrate physical movement rewards, supporting my policy. Here is the plan. Ilhan, you lead the proposal for the focus port infrastructure. Aiman, ensure that the pods have your eye-safe lighting. Muaz and Imran, work on the rewards apps to include social challenges and sleep hygiene tips. And I will ensure the apps rewards students for using the active zones. That's all, and good job, everyone.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.